name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for taking a couple minutes and checking out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make rotisserie Cornish game hens. Now, if you're familiar with my channel, you saw that I did a video several weeks back featuring cooking a whole chicken on my $8 rotisserie oven that we picked up at an auction here in Wisconsin, and it was absolutely delicious. And this weekend I was planning on smoking some food outside, but we've had around a week worth of rain, and I didn't want to mess with the rain outside. So I thought, what can I make inside? And I said, you know what? I only made chicken. Let me try these Cornish game hens. I remember having Cornish game hens, I think my dad made them when I was little. I think he just cooked them in the stove, and they were pretty tasty, but I can't remember ever having one since my childhood. So here we go. I got two little Cornish game hens, and I'm going to be featuring the roasted honey barbecue rub from the Simon Barbecue Company. I've used a couple of their rubs in a couple other videos. I'll leave a link below if you want to check them out. But the two I've tried so far was the Montreal steak seasoning and the applewood rub. But I figure for these little Cornish game hens, roasted honey sounds good. And this is going to be pretty easy. We're going to season them, we're going to put them on the rotisserie, and I think they only take 45 minutes to an hour. So this is a really quick, easy, fast dinner. So stick around. I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. Let's get cooking. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is take the hens out of the packaging, rinse them under cold water. I don't think, I've never at least seen them available fresh in the supermarket, so you're probably going to find them in the freezer. I had these defrosting overnight in the fridge, but of course they were still little pieces of ice inside, so rinse out the cavity in your sink with some cold tap water until all that ice is gone. Now normally, well not normally, every time you rotisserie anything, you got to tie everything up. I don't have any kitchen twine right now, so I'm going to show you a little trick here that we can use if you don't have any. So we're going to take a sharp knife, and what we're going to do here, as you see this skin here that I normally trim off, I'm just going to poke a little hole kind of halfway down the skin with the knife, and then I'm going to stick my finger through there, kind of like this, like that, okay? And I'm going to do it on the other side. And this is going to be a little pocket here, a little hole where we're going to put our legs. So we're going to cross this one over like this. We're going to stick it in like that. And then I'm going to lace this one underneath. Whoops. And look at that. The legs are nice and tucked away. And then for the wings, all you're going to do is you're just going to bend these back and kind of stick them behind the bird, like so. And there you go. Nice, neat, and ready to go. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'll be back in a second. Alright, next you want to season them. And just to let you guys know, you don't have to cook this in a rotisserie oven. You can throw it in a regular oven. You can throw it on your kettle grill, your smoker. I might try, if I like these, I might try to smoke a few in a future video. And you don't need to use some special seasoning. You could just use salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, or your favorite barbecue rub. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm using the Simon Barbecue Roasted Honey. And so we're just going to season these things. Put them in a pan so you don't get seasoning all over. And you know how this is. We're just going to apply a nice generous dose of rub on all parts of these little Cornish game hens. So let me continue to do this, and then we'll be back to put them on the rotisserie rods and get them into the oven. And I can't believe these things are only going to take around an hour to cook, man. Kind of a quick and easy meal. We'll be back in a minute. Alright, so this is the hardest part of this whole cook, is getting these little Cornish game hens on this rotisserie. They give you a nice little stand, and this is the Ronco set it and forget it rotisserie back from the 90s. But I think this is it's going to be kind of easy. What we're going to do here, and I'm going to put this in here so we don't make a big mess everywhere, is I'm going to try to put them side by side. So let's just take this one, and I think one's going to go right through kind of the breastplate, and one's going to go through the back end. And easier said than done. You don't want to kind of pierce yourself here. And let me see. I know you guys really can't see too well here, but I just want to make sure before I commit to puncturing it. There, I think we're cool. Right through the skin. Boom. Let me move that forward so you guys can see, hopefully. And now the second one, same thing. I'm going to try to make sure we're going through the top part just above the wing, and the back part right through the back thigh. Boom. All right. Quickly rinse my hands. Now we're going to put the top plate on. And there we go, guys. I'm going to try to center them. When I put them in the oven, I'll try to leave like an inch or so in between them so they'll be able to turn freely and allow even cooking. Look at that. All right, let's get these into the rotisserie oven. All right, look at these. I did season a little bit because some of the seasoning came off, but it's nice when you have them on because you could just roll them around and season all sides. All right, let's get these into the oven. Okay, so here's my compact Ronco Showtime Rotisserie Oven. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open it up here, and then this is real easy. I'm just gonna put these beautiful seasoned, Cornish Game Hens. I mean, look at these. And we're gonna kind of put them in here. There's a little staging area, like that. And then we're just gonna push it in all the way. Boom. Now we're gonna close it. And they said anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour since I'm doing 2 of them. And I think they're 1.5 to 2 pounds each. So I'm gonna just set this initially for 45 minutes. And then I'll do a temperature reading. They say these should go up to at least 180 degrees. So get an instant read so you can check a couple parts, the breast, thickest part of the thigh. And this is what I love about this thing. We'll just turn it on 45 minutes. And now we let the oven do its thing. I mean, how beautiful is that? I just love watching the chicken spin around in there, or I should say the Cornish Game Hens, or chicken. There's something satisfying about it in a weird way. All right, we'll be back. All right, guys, since I have 45 minutes to an hour, time for a beverage review. This is from Revolution Brewery. They're out of Chicago. 7.3% alcohol. Hazy Hero IPA. Know nothing about it. Saw it in the store. Knew I didn't have it before, so that's what I'm having. And this is my daughter, Ava Grace, and my son, Kyle.
Hi.
Ava Grace is having another one of her favorite smoothies from a company called Bolthouse Farms. Where are they from, Ava Grace?
Bakersfield.
Bakersfield.
She'll make sure to drink
where her
it
Aunt Britt lives.
It's where Aunt Britt lives.
This is a multi-vitamin goodness cherry smoothie.
That's funny.
So that's what she's having.
That's funny.
And Kyle's having something that I saw in the store he's never had. It's from a company called Lift Bridge Black Cherry Soda. They're out of Stillwater, Minnesota. So that's what Kyle's having. Okay, so everyone's having something new that we've never tried before.
That's how it is in Germany.
All right. Here, Kyle, you handle that.
I can't even believe
I'm going to have to try to pour over you. We're kind of cramped here for space because of that rotisserie oven, but I wanted you guys to see how fun it is to watch it turn around.
From mine. Oh, that smells super good.
Does it?
Yeah, it's coming from mine.
All right.
It smells awesome.
So that's yours. And wait, Ava Grace.
You should do a review on this thing.
Well,
on me.
yeah, I will after a couple cooks. We've done chicken, which came out very good. And now we're trying Cornish Game Hens.
I got all fresh and ready for you guys for the drink reveal.
You got fresh and ready?
Yeah, I have my jewelry on.
Oh, you do have chili
And I
on.
put on some fresh smells, like my chopstick
After the
and
last
my
time, I'm too scared to
Here,
do
here.
this.
Let me pour it for you.
makes you feel happy.
I do fine off camera. The second I go on camera, I just...
Well, this looks very cherry-like.
I think that's why they call it
Cherry Lake,
sauce.
is that really what you want to
All right.
call it? Chili?
Well, it looks cherry. Okay.
Well, does it?
As always, guys, I appreciate you watching the video
Cheers to
today.
the viewers.
Cheers to our viewers and
And
cheers to
cheers to
ourselves. Cheers, Ava Grace. Cheers, Kyle. Okay. All right, guys. Man, it looks like a wheat beer. It's very cloudy. It's got a nice white head. I smell hops. Maybe like grapefruit. All right, guys. Cheers. Let's give it a sip and tell the people what we think. Ooh. Wow. Very sweet. A lot of fruit going on. A little bit of hoppiness at the end. That's pretty tasty. Not as bitter as some of the other higher alcohol content IPAs because
By the way, guys, I'm drinking.
it tastes like maybe peach and grapefruit. I don't think I've ever tasted peach in an IPA before.
Now, this is interesting. It tastes like a cream soda at the beginning,
Mhm.
and then it gets like
Take it
a
up, don't you?
black cherry aftertaste.
Really?
It doesn't taste like black cherry, though. It's more just like cherry.
Wow, okay. And what do you think, Ava Grace?
It's actually one of my favorite Bullhouse farms I take for traveling or anywhere.
Or when you go to the park?
Or that, yeah, or anywhere. Because it has apples, cherries, banana, cranberries,
yeah.
berries, and pomegranate. And
2
how much?
2 1/3 apples, 7 cherries, 1/4 banana, 13 1/2 cranberries, 5 1/3 berries, and 17 pomegranates. Huh.
I guess it's hard for you to.
That one's hard for me to pronounce. And lots of vitamins, so that's pretty
Pomegranate,
cool.
pomegranate.
So would you have that
It's
again?
hard for me to pronounce too. Yeah, I would try.
Okay, and let me try yours, Kyle. I'm just curious. Ooh. Very cherry. I mean, usually black
Tastes
cherry
like
is a
cream
little more
soda.
tart, but this has got more of a cherry than a black cherry.
You described it like I was gonna say that. I just didn't know what word to.
Yeah, it's because normally you just finish it off.
An empty cup. Cheers.
She can't help herself. She's like, sit down.
Cheers if an empty cup.
Anyway, guys, we're gonna enjoy our drink. We'll be back in around 45 minutes to check the temperature, all the way up to an hour. Look at the camera and say cheers. Cheers, guys.
Cheers if an empty cup.
With an empty cup once again. We'll be back in a little bit, guys. All right, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. See you
Oh,
in a little bit.
and
All right, it's
Kyle,
been around
cheers.
45 minutes. I'm going to, let me stop this. I want to do a quick temperature reading because it's just about ready to click off because I set it for 45 minutes. Let's see what temperature we're at here. Let's go. Let me get over here where I get some dark meat. Oh, there we go. Woo! Went a little too far. Let's go around again. Man, they look good. All right, it's cool. You can just pause it. Okay, I'm gonna go right back here in the thick part of the thigh. Try not to hit anything. I don't know if you guys can see that. It says 159.4.6. 159. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give it some more time. I'm gonna give it another 10 minutes. They said 45 minutes to an hour. So let me set this back to rotation. We'll be back in a little bit. But man, do they look good. All right, these are done. All right, let's take a look at these and get them out. Woo! All right, let me get these off the rotisserie. I'm just gonna let them cool off a little bit because they are steaming hot. Be back in a second. All right, here we are. I've put them on the cutting board here. Look at this. Oh man. These smell wonderful. That seasoning looks good. They look like two mini rotisserie chickens from Costco or Sam's Club. Man, I love that little rotisserie oven. Definitely worth the $8 we paid, huh, Monica?
Yep, definitely.
All right, I'm gonna slice into one here and we'll give it a sample. Be right back. Hey, welcome back. I'm here with my wife Monica, my daughter Ava Grace, and now what
Hi.
she's having?
I'm having rice with corn, carrot, and peas, and a little of this game hen.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right.
Like little pieces of it. And
So-
With butter and
and
Parmesan.
Mom stirred it all together.
Yeah, there you go. So the only thing I can say, I asked Monica before we came on camera, what would she prefer if I did 2 game hens like I did tonight, side by side, or just one big, like maybe
A big
5-pound chicken? And we really haven't tried it yet. I guess we'll wait to answer at the end. But yeah.
I like the look of this though, and I can see how tender it is. I'm already
well,
liking it.
let's give it a shot.
Okay.
I got some white meat here, and I
Yeah.
kind of put some dark meat and white meat in this big pile.
It all looks good. Okay.
Take a piece
I'm
up
just
here.
gonna-
Take a piece
Oh,
up
I
here.
was just going for whatever.
Because I know you like white meat. Here, take that piece.
Oh,
That big piece.
this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3. Oh wow.
Mm.
It's one of my It's one of my favorite meals actually.
Really?
It's really, really good.
Yeah?
Wow. So what do you think
It's
compared to chicken?
one of my favorite taste review meals from Smo'King.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Ava Grace.
You're welcome.
You enjoy.
Top line,
that's
that is
good.
awesome.
That's
Oh,
good.
thank you.
You know what? I like that. The seasoning you used is like a little sweet, which we don't normally do a lot of.
Well, no, the seasoning is very good. I have to compliment.
And the meat is very tender.
Yeah, it is very
And
tender.
juicy.
All right, well, the seasoning is Simon Barbecue Roasted Honey.
Really good.
Made in Texas.
We've done their applewood before too on another
No, we
video.
did it. Well,
So your seasonings are great. I love that you do. I love, by the way, that you do not add too much salt. You just do the seasoning.
yeah, that's good. That's good because you want to put enough on to season it. But if it's too salty, it just
Yeah.
doesn't matter what the other spices are. If it's too salty,
Yeah.
it ruins the whole thing.
I've already liked 2 of their seasonings. The 2 we
Montreal
tried.
steak.
No, we tried the.
Montreal steak.
Did we do that? Oh,
Yeah,
3
but-
then, because we did applewood. And then
This
this.
is our third one.
Third.
The only one we haven't tried is the jalapeno maple.
So I'm gonna say you got it right. You
That's
got it
very
right. You've done it right. It's good.
Anyway, if you can get a hold of an old Ronco Rotisserie Oven, like we did for $8,
That
I
was
would
an old
recommend
thing.
it. I know the company got bought out and they're still selling them. I think they're several $100s. But boy, if you can find a used one at an auction or
I
online,
mean, we got it cheap. Man.
yeah, that'd be $8.
Yeah, it used to make a big annoying sound when you
It's
did it
kinda
with
not
cleaner.
The
quite.
first time I used it, it used to make a grinding sound, but then I kind of got some WD-40 and like sprayed the mechanism. And now
That's
it's pretty
good.
silent, but she still remembers. She doesn't forget, right, Ava
No,
Grace?
you got a good memory.
That it made a sound like that when I first got it.
Yeah.
WD-40 is like a cleaning thing for squeaking.
Yeah, it's a clean.
It helps, it helps.
But we don't want it in chicken for sure.
No, not chicken.
No, we don't spray it on the food. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button.
Yes.
I would also love it if you would consider subscribing. And I'll leave a link above and below in the video description to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com.
Yes.
And we will see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you guys. Really.
This is really good. Say goodbye.
Bye. I'll see you in our next video.
Bye,
guys.